Welcome to the best of Central Florida. I am Justin Clark. I will never forget. The year was 2002. I was in law school up in Boston, the Beantown Pub to be exact. A classmate comes over, introduces himself. He said he was from Orlando. I was shocked. I thought Orlando was theme parks, chain restaurants, maybe a water park or two. Who'd have thought that now? That's Makaila Nichols, by the way. She'll be joining us as well. Thank you for interrupting our open, Makaila. That was fantastic. Who would have thought I would have lived here for 15 of those 20 years? Who would have thought I would raise my two little girls here? Who would have thought I would fall in love with Central Florida? It's a hidden gem. The great restaurants, sports teams, booming art scene, the Makaila River, the beaches, and yes, even the theme parks. From Sorrento to Sharps, Winter Garden to Winter Springs, this is the best of Central Florida. Today, we are going to take you on date night. Yes, you heard it right. We're on a date tonight. Makaila Nichols is here, the beautiful as always. Hello, Makaila. How are you?
Good, Justin.
A favorite date night for you would be blank.
Oh, God. I think we're going to showcase them. I don't want to spoil it.
No, but what would be a great, what's your, in your personal life, what's a great date for you?
I mean, dinner, dessert, an activity, maybe.
And we're going to take you to a great dinner spot, a great dessert spot, and a great activity spot. But is there anything about Netflix and chill or stay in and order takeout or no? Is it always you got to go out? What do you think?
I think it depends on the night.
Yeah.
I personally love, going out, trying different places. But Netflix and chill is always all right. But not today, because we're going to take you on a date.
And any favorite wine at dinner? Do you ever go to dinner? Do you have like one go-to wine on that first date?
I think Brunello.
Brunello.
It's kind of my favorite.
Yeah, I think so too. Let me ask you a question. As a guy, on a first date, how do we act? Are we supposed to act kind of hard to get, or are we supposed to act like we're all into you?
I really think it really depends on the person.
Is that right?
Yeah, like if you're a really honest person like I am, like why not go for it? Like you're there. I mean, you're there for a reason. Why not?
Yeah. I'm really excited about this show today. Honestly, 3 awesome places that we're going to teach you to go on that first date, or for the date night for your special human in your life. You will not want to miss a single second of this show. Here's what we're going to do. Quick break. When we return, the 3 best spots for date night in Central Florida.
Great food, great wine, and more importantly, great people. This is really easy for me. I mean, Deb knows that I come into the Vineyard Wine Bar and Bistro all the time, so Makaila's choice this week is the Wine Bar and Bistro, joined by Deborah Linden, the owner, and Rob Christie, the sommelier. Welcome.
Thank you. We're thrilled to be here.
Oh my gosh, so happy to have you. So obviously, my favorite date night is with y'all, but why would Central Florida just love the Vineyard as much as I do?
Well, we're known as a neighborhood wine bar, but we're really much more than that. We have a great staff that gets to know our customers very well, although we don't refer to them as customers, we refer to them as our guests. But honestly, they're more like family. And we offer fine dining under the ambiance of the chandeliers. It's a very casual environment, but I call it a casual elegance, if you will. Chef Tracy makes amazing food from our scratch kitchen, and of course Rob, full-time sommelier, pairs all of the wines perfectly with our menu. So he does an amazing job. But why would somebody come on a date, right? The Vineyard has a unique, quaint, intimate setting. And we have entertainment, we have nice music. It's a very welcoming and a very comfortable environment for people to come in. We have outdoor dining under a covered roof, and it's just a really nice environment. We have people coming in on blind days. Of course, you can always tell when somebody's coming in on a blind date, right? But we try to make it very welcoming for them. And our guests refer to us as the neighborhood cheers. So,
I love that.
Yeah,
Neighborhood
it's very
cheers.
fun. Yeah.
What a title. So tell me a little bit about what you brought with you today.
Oh, well, today we brought in our charcuterie board, which is a chef-selected sampling of cured meats and cheeses. We've got a little cheddar, a little port wine cow's milk cheese, and manchego, and salami, prosciutto, and mortadella. We've also brought in our crispy artichoke hearts.
Yum, one of my
topped
favorites.
With a zesty lemon aioli. They're fabulous. And last but certainly not least, our short rib. Slow braised short rib over fingerling potatoes with fava beans and a red wine jus.
Just melts in your mouth.
Absolutely.
That doesn't surprise me for one moment. So there's a lot of interest like in the wines. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
I think wines are conversation starters. They're icebreakers. You can have a great conversation. Not everybody tastes the same thing. Not everybody experiences the same thing, but it's great to talk about. It's great to experience together. And it is also very disarming, you know? Have a
Especially on
glass
those
of wine.
blind dates, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. What better to do it over than a little glass of wine, or a bottle for that matter?
Yeah, no kidding. So do you guys have any other like kind of wine events, so to speak?
Absolutely. We do tastings that are casual, family-style tastings, charcuterie boards, appetizers, taste through 4 or 5 different wines from a particular winery, and then sit and chat about them. Those are typically hosted by ourselves and winery representatives, if not the actual winery owners. And then we also do monthly course dinners, 4 and 5 course dinners that are also sponsored by the wineries. Talk about them, enjoy them. The beautiful thing about the Vineyard is you can take the wine home with you, which is very different than most typical restaurants.
Definitely, I think so. I mean, when I come in, I'm just so blown away by not only the wine, the food, the ambiance. What really separates you from other locations just kind of in the area for a date night?
Right. Well, one of the things that makes us most unique is that we are not just a wine bar, but we're also a full-service restaurant and a wine shop. Now, there aren't many restaurants really that have packaged wine to go home, right? So we have it set up so that all of the bottles of wine that we have in our wine shop are competitively priced to take home. So if you were to pull a bottle off the wall and enjoy a bottle of wine with your dinner, we just charge a simple $10 enjoy it here fee, which is like a corkage fee. So it's very affordable for everybody. People enjoy amazing wines with their dinner, and then they can buy bottles to take home. So you don't generally see that in a restaurant for different reasons that we've talked about.
Absolutely not.
So where can people find more about you?
So we have a website, thevineyardorlando.com, and I send out a weekly newsletter. And if you'd like to receive my weekly newsletters with chef specials and who the entertainment and all the different things, exciting things that we're doing there, you can just go on the homepage and sign up, and you'll start receiving my weekly emails. So,
Well, I love it. Deb, Rob, thank you so much. And go check out the Vineyard, and we will be right back after this short break.
Thank you.
You have spoken, the people have spoken, and the winner of People's Choice for Best Date Night, and this is no surprise, goes to our good friends at Better Than Sex, a dessert restaurant. Happy to be joined today. I know you're excited. Good to see you guys. How are you?
Good to see you too.
Lynn and Danny Johnson are here. We've been excited about this one for a while. Tell me about Better Than Sex.
Tell them, honey.
you tell them.
Well, we started about 13 years ago in Key West with just a little idea of creating an after evening kind of hangout spot, you know, somewhere where you didn't have to necessarily throw down and party.
Right.
Then it kind of evolved to what we are today. We're both originally from Orlando, went to school here, and decided to do our second location here, and focus more on the giving people that want to go out on a date something to do other than going to a club and partying.
Right.
And that's what you see when you come in our dining room, something intimate and cozy and
But it's not
snugly.
just dessert either. I mean, you have great wines and cocktails as well, I believe.
And that's her. I mean, that's
yeah?
all her creation.
What is this one here, by the way? I'm just getting excited. So you got to tell me
Oh,
this.
sweet.
So it's
Go
red,
for it. I was gonna pour it
it's
for you,
red
but-
wine with chocolate dipped glass. What is this?
Yes. So this particular drink is called the Choco Cab. That one
I
is
can't
the
drink on camera. Hold on.
Oh, get down. Explain while he
the
drinks.
original. Nice. How was that for you?
I don't know. I didn't taste it. It was great.
That is the original drink, the only rimmed drink that we had on the menu when we first opened the restaurant 13 years ago. And it's evolved into many different drinks that you can see here. This one is called the Sex Appeal. It's white chocolate on the rim with red sugar and a sparkling white Moscato.
Take a dip.
I don't want to.
Are you gonna get down behind the
you can
table?
Have it for me. I'll have it later.
You can drink up here.
So we rim all of our drinks and cocktails and chocolates and caramels. Everything is paired accordingly so that the chocolate or caramel or other rim that's on it is complementing whatever wine, beer, or cocktail that we pair with it. And it's a whole experience. This would be considered your appetizer at our restaurant, and starting with one of these drinks before you move into the main course, which is dessert.
When do I go to your restaurant? Do I go after dinner somewhere else? Do I go there for dinner and hang out? What do I do?
I would say after dinner.
Yeah.
Our most popular time is between 8 and 10.
Is that right?
A sweet spot when you're kind of wanting something to do. So.
Well, it's also nice too. You go to a restaurant, you sit there for 2 hours, and they're like, "Do you want dessert?" You can actually change things up and go have dessert somewhere else and a couple more cocktails before you go home. What a great idea!
Absolutely.
So where
and
do
a lot of our guests actually have decided to skip dinner altogether and come to us. So they have enough room to indulge in both the drinks and several desserts.
Now, Makaila, you've talked a lot about your favorite things at Better Than Sex, a dessert restaurant. What's your fave?
Oh, that's really difficult. I mean, obviously, like this cheesecake is like one of my favorites. I just love the names of all the desserts. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of fun just ordering. Personally, I think so.
I would agree.
People do love the names. When we first started, we had to come up with different things to kind of keep it, interesting and different.
Right.
Change it up.
Change it up a bit. So the names, she has this book at home that has different innuendos in it, and then we kind of build dessert descriptions around innuendos.
And they're all phenomenal.
Yeah, excellent.
So like this one is called Between My Red Velvet Sheets Cheesecake.
I get it.
It's a more tame one, but
Yeah, it's one of the more tame ones, huh? Unbelievable. How's business been?
it's been great. I mean, we were fortunate, once the pandemic hit, we pivoted right away to delivery and to-goes, and so
Right.
that's kind of where our growth has been, is in deliveries and to-goes. But I mean, we're pretty much full a month
right?
out. Like, you got to get a reservation to get in there, so it's pretty cool.
God. What is the best way to get a reservation?
Well, call us or you. Now
yeah.
now they got an insight with you.
Well, I'm just wondering if now we've done TV together, if I could have a little special service.
Oh my gosh.
No.
You're going through Google like everybody else.
No, come on, man. I was hoping you'd leave your cell phone with me just in case. I'm
you
at dinner,
dang right.
heading over.
You
Can
dang
you pull
right.
a table over?
Well, we only have 10 tables at this location, so our other location's a little bigger. So this one only has 10 tables, and so reservations are most likely needed to get in, especially on Friday and Saturdays. That's when people want to go out.
So you can reserve online through our website, or like you said, just give us a call directly.
Lynn Johnson, Danny Johnson, excellent job. I am not surprised to see you up here on Best Date Night, because
thanks,
it's really
guys.
the first thing I think when I think date night is visiting you guys over at Better Than Sex.
I appreciate
Fantastic
that.
job.
Thank
Look forward
you,
to seeing
guys.
you soon.
Thank
Give me your
you.
cell
Thank
phone number
everybody.
too.
I'm texting you right now. You come in, both of you.
Excellent job.
Crew too.
Quick break, but when we return, we'll return with Justin's choice for Best Date Night in Central Florida. And finally, it's time for my favorite portion of the show. It's time for Justin's Choice. And Justin's Choice for Best Date Night goes to our very good friends over at Axe On, Axe Off. I have brothers here, Mike and Ryan. How are you guys?
Doing great.
What in the world happened? How did this whole axe throwing phenomenon actually begin?
I was living in New Jersey, raising my
yeah?
son for about 15 years, saw a lot of locations opening up there, was going to move back to Orlando, told my brother about it, and we went into business together.
Is that right? It's a really bonding experience for couples if you think about it, right? I mean, you must see a lot of couples come there and get a little aggression out, but also spend time together.
Oh yeah, it's good friendly competition. So I mean, nothing better than having a date where you're competing against your spouse or loved one, or just have a good time.
You know, and I think you're probably seeing more new people as the years and really days go on. Who is your perfect customer? And maybe for someone who's like, I'm not going to go. I don't know how to throw an axe.
Like
What do
me,
you tell
like
them?
I don't know how to throw things.
Yeah, everybody actually surprises themselves. Usually within like the first 5 to 10 throws, we could get you sticking an axe.
Is that right? I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Where are you located exactly?
Across from the Florida Mall.
Yep. So 1355 Sand Lake Road.
Awesome.
Yep.
So again, someone who's never really thrown an axe before, they might even be a little bit nervous about this. Talk to me about safety a little bit.
All our targets, a lot of places have 2 targets built together. We were one of the first ones in the country to build the middle divider. So it creates a safety barrier, so you don't need to wait for your date or family friend to throw. You could just go at all times. One thing is we just tell people not to hold on to the fence because you got to walk out with it.
Is that right? Yeah. I need all the advice I can
that's
get,
smart
honestly.
to remind people of.
But it's not just date night either. I mean, this is great for corporate parties. It's great for bonding experiences. Other than date night, what do you see people there for?
We see bachelor parties, birthday parties, corporate parties, all sorts of. We've had divorce parties.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, they bring in the wedding dress, put it up on the target.
Wow.
At Halloween, we let people bring in pumpkins, and you smash your pumpkins.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What do I need to bring? What do I need to wear? Tell me about that.
So you need closed-toed shoes. That's the number one thing.
No flip-flops.
And then just dress comfortable, because surprisingly, it's a pretty good workout. So you'll be, on average, in a 1 hour session, you walk about a mile. So
How is that?
yeah, just going 12 feet back and forth, picking up
Really?
the axe. Yep. So surprisingly, it's a pretty good workout.
It's always good to see society sort of progress and do other things. It was back in the day, it was bowling leagues or whatever. I think you have even axe throwing leagues at this point, don't you?
Yeah, it's pretty much like darts on steroids.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're part of the World Axe Throwing League, so we have league nights on Wednesday nights.
Wow.
Yeah, and Mike's actually one of the only pros in the country. There's 64 pros out of 20,000 competitors, and Mike's one of the 64.
Let's say I'm scared to come, I'm afraid of axes, I'm a girl or whatever, right? Is there like a little bit of coaching before? You just hand me an axe and I go right at it?
No, everybody comes in. We have everybody sign a waiver. It's not fun unless you sign a waiver, right?
Exactly.
And then we go over a few rules, teach you how to throw, and then we have different games in a game book that people play, and then we give you pointers as you go. But we teach two styles, two hands and one-handed throwing. Just easier to learn with two.
Two?
Yeah, with two hands you control the axe a little bit better and throw it a little bit harder and make it stick.
Noted.
As you progress in the sport, it's more of a one-handed soft throw.
Wow. I'm actually pretty good at darts. Do you think that translates into axe throwing?
Same motion.
Thing. Surprisingly, a lot of golfers are really good at axe throwing. Yeah.
I'm really bad at golf.
Perfect, I got it.
there you
I
go.
got it in the bag.
I'm terrible at golf. Well, I lose a lot of balls, but I have a good time out there. So it's also kind of a hangout place. I'm not just throwing the whole time. I can sit around and hang out too, right?
Yep, that was our goal when we opened the place. Is we wanted it to be a cool, chill environment where people could come and have fun, good, friendly competition.
Axe on, axe off. What a perfect place to take your date on a Friday or Saturday night. It's competition, but it's also fun and bonding time. Mike, Ryan, excellent job, guys. What a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm so
Nice to
impressed with
meet
what you
you.
guys are doing over there.
Thank you.
Amazing stuff. Makaila, this
Justin.
show was your idea, I must admit.
It was. I don't know.
You're a
Everyone needs a
hopeless
good date.
romantic. I think we chose some excellent locations. What do you think?
I think so. I mean, all these places I would go on a date. I'm going to go on dates there, so.
Take it easy now, please. Excellent show today. What a show, by the way. Please go visit the people that we talked to. If you ever have any show ideas for us, we're here, all ears. Thank you so much to our entire WKMG crew. We appreciate you so much. Hit record series right now, too, because we're here with you every Sunday at noon, and we'll see you again next Sunday for Best of Central Florida.